Thank you, members of the Northern Lights Spiritist Singers from Athabasca. Please be seated. Good morning, distinguished guests, members of the Platform Party, ladies and gentlemen here in Athabasca, and joining us via live stream. Welcome all. It is my distinct honor to welcome you here today for the formal ceremony installing Dr. Neil Fassina as Athabasca University's 8th president. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional territories where we are gathered today and the original peoples of these lands, especially the Cree, who have resided here for a millennia, and the Métis. Both peoples were present at the making of Treaty 8. I'd like to offer a special welcome to some distinguished guests. The Honorable Marlon Schmidt, Minister of Advanced Education and MLA for Edmonton Gold Bar. Colin Piquet, MLA Athabasca Sturgeon Redwater. Roger Morell, Mayor, Town of Athabasca. Doris Blaine, Reeve, Athabasca County. Ann Everett, President, Northern Lakes College. Dr. Melanie Humphrey, President, the King's University. Dr. Jason Dwelling, Vice President, Academic and Research, Olds College. Dr. Tim Lorenman, President, Concordia University of Edmonton. Malcolm Haynes, Dean, School of Skilled Trade, Northern Alberta Institute of Technology. Dr. John Corlett, Provost, MacEwan University. Fellow board members, students, faculty, and staff. I'd also like to offer a very warm welcome to Neil's family, his wife, Krista Yugoslav Fassina, and their children, Lily and Chase. A special welcome to Neil's parents, Steffa and Wayne Fassina, and to Krista's parents, Carol and Steen Yugoslav. Also, Neil's sister-in-law, Karen, and her husband, Chad Robinson, and their children, Anna and Jack. Today marks a very special day in the history of Athabasca University, for it is both an end to the presidential transition process as we formally install Neil, but more importantly, it is a new beginning. A beginning of what I believe is a very bright future for this university, our students, our faculty and staff, and the community. It is no secret that the university has faced some challenges in recent years, like many post-secondary institutions right across this country. So when we set out to look for a new leader, we knew we needed someone who was decisive and who had the experience leading transformative change. We needed a scholar who listens and understands the academic and organizational culture of an open university, as well one who had a strong business sense, who can bring together a distributive workforce and students who live in Alberta, Canada, and the world. We at Athabasca University are really pleased to have found Dr. Neil Fassina. Neil's focus on the student, his commitment to consultation and transparency, while implementing institutional transformation, stood out in a very competitive field of international applicants. He is a good listener, an effective communicator, has strong financial acumen, and an in-depth, comprehensive knowledge of human resources. Neil also has a solid understanding of the research mandate of a university and is very knowledgeable of the post-secondary system in Alberta, including Campus Alberta. He brings valuable management and governance experience in respect to online delivery of courses, including responsibility for quality assurance, learner experience, and sustainable administration of the development and delivery of the online programming. As interim chair of the governors of this university, I speak for all of us when I say that Neil is the right leader to guide Athabasca University on the next step of its very important journey. He has our full support as he looks at new and innovative opportunities that will ensure Athabasca University's place in Campus Alberta now, as well as for many years to come. Athabasca University is known for many things: for charting new ground in the field of online learning, for creating new communities of learning that are reaching out to groups that have been underserved in our post-secondary system, and for seeking out innovation. Athabasca University is recognized as a worldwide leader in open, online, post-secondary education, and we continue to push the boundaries and venture into new areas. But most of all, we are known for access, for creating opportunities in learning where none previously existed, and in places where no one dared dream of higher education. Neil has embraced that vision and that mission, and I'm delighted he has accepted the challenge of leading this great university into the future. I now would like to invite the Honourable Marlon Schmidt, Minister of Advanced Education, to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the Province of Alberta.
Well, thank you, Marg, and good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with my colleague Colin Paquette, the MLA for Athabasca Sturgeon Redwater, to bring greetings on behalf of Premier Notley and the Government of Alberta. Athabasca University plays a very important role in this community and in the post-secondary system here in Alberta. And it's fitting that we're celebrating the installation of a new president at Athabasca University at the start of a new year. I'm honored to join all of you on this wonderful occasion, and I want to congratulate you, Neil, in your new role as president of Athabasca University. Some of you may not realize this, but on October 11th, 2016, exactly 3 months ago today, Dr. Fassina joined the university. And since his first day, he's been working very hard to get to know the university, the community, and the post-secondary system that it serves. Dr. Fassina has taken the time to listen and work with the people of this community to ensure that he has the best understanding of what this university needs for the future. We know that there will be challenges, but I believe that together we can change these challenges into opportunities. Opportunities that will improve the university, support students, and help make Athabasca University sustainable well into the future. This is an exciting chapter in this university's history, and you have my full support. I'm honored to be here today to celebrate this significant milestone with all of you, and I look forward to celebrating many more milestones in this university's future. Congratulations, Dr. Fassina, and best wishes in the years ahead.
Thank you, Minister Schmidt, for your words of welcome on behalf of the province of Alberta. I now invite Roger Morrell, Mayor of the town of Athabasca, to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the town.
Madam Chair, Mr. President, distinguished guests, members of the Platform Party, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the town of Athabasca, it gives me great pleasure to congratulate Dr. Neil Fassina on his new role as President of Athabasca University and to welcome him to our community. I'm also pleased to welcome all out-of-town guests to Athabasca on this important occasion. AU is a very important a contributor to the town of Athabasca and the surrounding region. In addition to providing employment and generating a significant amount of economic activity, the university contributes greatly to the social, intellectual, and cultural life of our area. As a community, we are proud of our association with Canada's Open University, and we are committed to its continued success. Over the past number of years, the town and the county of Athabasca have worked closely with Athabasca University on a number of major initiatives that have benefited both the community and the university. We look forward to working with Dr. Fassina and his administrative team in this same spirit of cooperation to complete ongoing projects and to undertake new, mutually beneficial initiatives as opportunities to do so arise. Once again, Dr. Fassina, I welcome you and I wish you every success in your new role. Please be assured that Athabasca University is strongly supported by the town of Athabasca. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger, for your words of welcome on behalf of the town of Athabasca. And now I would like to invite Doris Blaine, Reeve of Athabasca County, to the podium and bring greetings on behalf of the county.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. President, distinguished guests, family and friends. It is an honor to be celebrating this wonderful tradition and bringing greetings on behalf of the people of Athabasca County. A short time ago, we were excited to hear that the Athabasca University Board of Governors had chosen a candidate to permanently fill the president's position, and we look forward to meeting that individual. It was a pleasure to attend the announcement and congratulate Dr. Fassina as president-designate at that time. Neil, over the last few months, we have enjoyed getting to know you through your community involvement, and we continue to look forward to working with you in the future. Here in the land of the Whispering Hills, your vision and your leadership for AU is inspiring as you begin this exciting and challenging new chapter in the Athabasca University story. Today is my privilege on behalf of Athabasca County to congratulate you on your installation as the 8th President of Athabasca University. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Doris, for your words of welcome from Athabasca University. I now invite Dr. Neil Fassina to rise. Dr. Neil Fassina joins Athabasca University from the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, otherwise known as NAIT. During his tenure at NAIT, Neil has served as a provost and vice president academic and the dean of the J.R. Shaw School of Business and School of Hospitality and Culinary Arts. In prior roles, Dr. Fassina was a tenured associate professor and department head in the Asper School of Business, University of Manitoba. Dr. Fassina holds a PhD in management from the Rotman School of Business at the University of Toronto, a BSc in psychology from the University of Calgary, and is a certified human resources professional and a chartered director through the Institute of Chartered Directors. As a post-secondary educator, Dr. Fassina has developed courses in effective negotiation strategies, strategic thinking and planning, leadership, conflict management, and communications, among other human resource-related topics, to learners in undergraduate and graduate forums. Complementing his university teaching, Dr. Fassina has delivered continuing professional and executive learning sessions in similar topic areas for private, public, and not-for-profit organizations. As an active researcher, Dr. Fassina focus areas: address questions related to applied decision-making, including negotiations and strategic thinking, as well as social exchange relationships. Dr. Fassina is currently a lead researcher on a grant funded through the Social Science and Humanities Research Council. Stemming from his passion for teaching, Dr. Fassina is a contributing author on a leading undergraduate human resources textbook in Canada. Throughout his academic career, Dr. Fassina has strived to maintain strong connections to the communities he serves. In his capacity as a post-secondary administrator, he has and continues to serve on boards of directors in both the nonprofit and private sectors. Previously, he has also provided coaching and consulting services in similar topic areas for leaders in private, public, and nonprofit organizations. Dr. Fassina has also delivered seminars on wine tasting and wine education. He is certified at Level 3 through the Wine and Spirit Education Trust. Dr. Fassina is no stranger to Alberta or the Alberta post-secondary sector. Having grown up in Calgary, Dr. Fassina completed his first degree at the University of Calgary. He returned to his alma mater years later to serve as a visiting assistant professor, this time in the Haskayne School of Business. Now based in Sturgeon County, Dr. Fassina is getting to know the town of Athabasca and the many communities that Athabasca University serves. And now, by the authority of the Post-Secondary Learning Act, and on behalf of the governors of Athabasca University, I call upon Dr. Neil Fassina to come forward to take the oath of office. Will you please raise your right hand? Do you, Dr. Neil Fassina, swear that you will, to the best of your skill and ability, truly and faithfully carry out the several duties and powers of the President of the Athabasca University without fear or favor, so help you God?
I do.
Members of the Board of Governors, Dr. Neil Fassina has now sworn to accept the duties and responsibilities of the office of President of this university. Dr. Neil Fassina, I need you to turn to me. As the interim chair of the governors of Athabasca University, I hereby install you as President of Athabasca University with all the powers and responsibilities pertaining to this office. I now invite the registrar to invest Dr. Neil Fassina with the robes of office. I now invite Dr. Neil Fassina to the podium to deliver his installation address.
Thank you, Madame Board Chair. Madame Board Chair, Mr. Schmidt, MLA Paquette, Mayor Morrill, Reeves Blaine, members of our platform party, distinguished guests, colleagues, family, and friends. Thank you so very much for being here today. I stand before you extremely humbled and deeply honored by the responsibility that you have placed upon me as Athabasca's 8th president. And as we look to our bright future, I would like to share with you today a perspective on the power of knowledge without boundaries. In their pursuit of excellence, university leaders may find themselves trying to embody a perspective similar to that of Wayne Gretzky when he once said, "Good hockey players skate to where the puck is, great hockey players skate to where the puck is going to be." That is, we continually try to meet the needs of today's learners and at the same time try to figure out where to go next. At the core of this perspective is a question that is becoming increasingly difficult to answer, and that is, what does the future of adult learning and the progression of science look like? As we progress forward into the digital age, we face an environment in which obsolescence is a daily event in learning technologies, in learning resources, and the speed of science, just to name a few. It is becoming increasingly complex to monitor, assess, and integrate these innovations and advancements on so many different fronts. And as the pace of innovation accelerates, we risk getting caught up in thinking about how our institutions do what they do, and inadvertently drift away from the question of why do we do what we do. And I have to say, in the months that I have spent with the team at Athabasca University, it has become clear to me that regardless of what we have done or continue to do, we have never lost sight of why we do it. There is an immense pride at Athabasca University in our focus on enabling learners to harness the power of knowledge through their education so that they and their communities can reach their highest potential. And to borrow on the words of Peter Drucker, each and every morning we may ask ourselves whether we are doing things right, but we should never ask ourselves whether we are doing the right things. And I am reminded of Nelson Mandela, who once noted that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Knowledge, enabled through education, fuels individuals and in turn their communities, both large and small. Knowledge invigorates and fosters developments and innovations that create social, environmental, and economic opportunities and stimulates diversity. At a more humanistic level, knowledge breeds tolerance and critical thought. Simply put, the power of knowledge cannot be overstated, so much so that UNESCO has declared education a fundamental human right. And yet, we need not even leave our own province to find examples of individuals and communities who cannot access or benefit from the knowledge created through university education. For some, the pressures of everyday life may limit their time and their ability to leave their home or their employment so that they may study. For others, their connection to their community and culture would be too large a sacrifice if they had to leave. In some cases, people's prior academic record, or lack thereof, may limit their ability to gain entry into what are often highly competitive programs. Now, what if a university was built on the premise of knowledge without boundaries? A university where knowledge is blind to personal circumstance or background. A university where learning opportunities are brought to the learners, allowing them to stay in their communities. And a university where people need only one academic requirement, and that is the passion to learn. That university, ladies and gentlemen, is Athabasca University. For nearly 50 years, we have created access and equality for learners, regardless of background or circumstance. One need only talk to a neighbor or a friend to understand the impact we have on learners and their communities. We must remain focused on this singular goal, to embrace, nurture, and act upon our mission. As we have done before, we will leave behind the art of the possible and embrace the art of the imagination in meeting the needs of our learners and the communities we serve. And with the stroke of a pen held by Lieutenant Governor Grant MacEwan in 1970, the first order in council to create Athabasca University was signed. This began a culture of creating knowledge solutions with the learner and their communities at the center. At each turn, we have heard the voices of our learners and adapted to their evolving needs. Many will recall the mid-90s when Athabasca University led the way in creating access through online programming. The foresight in this action can only be seen today in the number of institutions doing the same. But if we step back even further, we may find that one of our strongest leadership roles began when we came into being, our starting point of distance and asynchronous learning. Recent trends in work-integrated learning across North America point to a push towards bridging the learning environment with the working environment. A natural extension of this is to not only bridge, but integrate learning into any learner context, whether it be work, community, or home. From this perspective, the learner's environment becomes a key learning resource within the learner's education. And while this is an area in which we have been leading for decades, others are now focused on creating a similar learning environment. A leadership role that we still hold strongly is our continued path and commitment to embracing the concept of open. This has become a forefront not only for our learners, but also for our place within the pursuit of knowledge through science. But today, we face an opportune time in our story, a time where we cannot sit still. We must continue to listen to the voices, the stories, and the needs of our learners and their communities to further our mission through both teaching and research. As we have done before, we will rise to a leadership role as an architect of the future of accessible adult learning in Alberta. As Canada's Open University, we will open doors to the power of knowledge without boundaries for our learners and their communities. And we must have the strength to try new things and the wisdom to stop when they don't work. We must have the courage to take calculated risks and at the same time acknowledge that small failures are part of our learning. We will come together in the months to come to undertake the planning process that will help accelerate us into that future. But in doing so, we must acknowledge that no one of us can do it alone. And in the words of Ovid, the burden which is well borne becomes light. Put differently, we are all partners in the future of Athabasca University and must all have a fingerprint on its future. I stand before everyone today with the ultimate confidence in Athabasca University. The passion for our mission is palpable, and hope is in the air. And while I know that hope is not a strategy, it is certainly a fuel. And without that fuel, very little becomes possible. And like our collective future, I must acknowledge that the journey that has brought me here today would simply not be possible without the amazing support of a great number of people. And I owe a depth of gratitude to so many, but want to say a special thanks to the members of my family who have given me so much. First, to my parents, Steph and Wayne, and to my brother, Mark. Thank you for your steadfast support and guidance that you have provided throughout my life. To my kids, Lily and Chase, who have had to sacrifice things that they may not yet understand to support my career and for them to be continuously understanding of what are very long days. And to my wife, Krista, who has shown immense support, guidance, and friendship. You have always been a centering influence in our journey together. And to all of you who have traveled to Athabasca today or have joined us via live stream, thank you for your support, each of you in your own way. I am grateful for all that you do for Athabasca University. And so in closing, our mission is an incredibly noble calling, as the power of knowledge without boundaries cannot be overstated. The opportunities before us are immense to enable our learners and their communities to reach their highest potential through open and accessible knowledge solutions that place the learner and their community at the center. We need only to move forward and take our next step. Let us make all Albertans carry the pride we have for what we do each and every day. Thank you. Kiranas Skometinawa.
Thank you, Dr. Fassina, for your address. we look forward to working with you and supporting you in leading this great university into the future. I now would like to invite Anne Everett to the podium to bring greetings from Northern Lakes College. Anne?
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here today to bring congratulations to Dr. Fassina, Neil, on behalf of the entire community of Northern Lakes College. Northern Lakes College shares a couple of things with Athabasca University: the same territory, the same values of providing access and excellent educational opportunities in regions where it's difficult or impossible for students to attain those credentials. Over the years, Northern Lakes College has had a strong partnership with Athabasca University. Many of our graduates are also your graduates. And I look forward in the future to working together with Athabasca University to ensure that we continue to extend and expand the opportunities for Northern students and learners to achieve their potential and move into university programs and into graduate programs. I think the future is indeed bright, and Neil, I'm exceptionally happy that you will be the 8th president of Athabasca University. Congratulations.
Thank you, Anne, for your greetings from Northern Lakes College. I now invite Dr. Tim Lorman to the podium to bring greetings from Concordia University of Edmonton.
This will be very short and sweet, but John Corlett from McEwen told me backstage that the Gettysburg Address was only 226 words. So this is only a third of that. I bring greetings and congratulations to Athabasca University and President Neil Fassina from Concordia University of Edmonton. I know Dr. Fassina from our time together as members of the Edmonton Coalition of Post-Secondary Institutions while he was at NAIT, and we were both provosts. I know that Neil is a truly visionary leader. He'll make an energetic, collaborative, creative, and inspirational president here at Athabasca. So we at Concordia wish President Fassina and Athabasca University every success for the future.
Thank you, Tim, for your greetings from Concordia University of Edmonton. And I would now invite Dr. Melanie Humphreys to the podium to bring greetings from the King's University.
Thank you, Madam Chair, President Fassina, guests. I too want to bring my greetings, congratulations, and sincere partnership from the King's University community, and also welcome you to the Council of Presidents too as well. We look forward to working with you, collaborating with you. I believe you are the right leader for the right time for Athabasca University, and I think that we have a bright future collaborating. So welcome. I know I have run into you a fair amount of time and have appreciated the way you have contributed to forwarding Alberta and the education system. And so look forward to your partnership further. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie, for your greetings from King's University. And I now invite Dr. Paul Kellogg to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the Chancellor and President of York University.
Dr. Fassina said in his address just now that one of the mandates of Athabasca is accessible adult education, and that's absolute. Since I've been teaching here, that's absolutely one of the delights of teaching at Athabasca, accessible adult education. It is also one of the great strengths of one of my graduate alma maters, York University, which had a history of, if you lived in Ontario, having accessible adult education. We have the advantage that you can live anywhere and have accessible adult education. So I was delighted when York University asked me to bring a little certificate and bring greetings to Dr. Fassina. So formally, from the Chancellor, President, Board of Governors, and Senate of York University, greetings to Athabasca University on the occasion of the installation of Dr. Neil Fassina as President. I am happy to do this and look forward to a long time of collaboration with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul, for bringing greetings on behalf of the York University. I would now invite Dr. Jason Dwelling to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of Dr. Tom Thompson, President of Olds College.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm pleased to bring greetings on behalf of Olds College and our president, Dr. Tom Thompson, who is in much warmer weather than we are today. He's in Arizona, and he extends his congratulations as well. Neil, as you look around this room, you have a lot of people that have a vested interest in the future of Athabasca University. You have our political leaders, you have your board of governors, you have community members, you have staff. These people have put their trust in you. And what I would say to the people in the room, the people who care about the future of Athabasca, you've made a great choice. You've hired one of Canada's best and brightest. I've gotten to know Neil very well over the last 5 years, and we often sat next to each other in meetings. And he is definitely one of Canada's brightest minds in the field of higher education. So I extend, on behalf of Olds College, my congratulations to you, and the best days are ahead for AU.
Thank you, Jason, for your greetings on behalf of Olds College. I would now invite Malcolm Haynes to bring greetings on behalf of Dr. Glenn Feltham, President of Northern Alberta Institute of Technology.
Thank you, Madam Board Chair. Dr. Fassina, good morning, everyone, and on behalf of Dr. Glenn Feltham, President and CEO, and all of NATE, I wish to extend our heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Fassina. We are proud of your leadership, your vision, your commitment to NATE, and we wish you all the best of success in your new role as the President of Athabasca University. Congratulations.
Thank you, Malcolm, for your greetings on behalf of NATE. I now invite Dr. John Corlett to bring greetings on behalf of MacEwan University.
Thank you, Madam Chair. President Fassina, on behalf of Dr. David Atkinson, President and the Board of Governors of MacEwan University, I bring greetings and our warmest congratulations and our full support for your work and that of your colleagues here at Athabasca University. And on a personal note, Neil, we miss you already at the Provincial Provost table. We certainly miss you at the monthly breakfast meetings of the Edmonton Provost, where your leadership has been very, very positive in every way. But you wear those presidential robes perfectly well, and that was always going to be in your future, and we know that. We're simply very, very pleased that Athabasca University has had the foresight to keep your vision and your skills and your energy here in the province of Alberta. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, John, for your greetings on behalf of MacEwan University. I would now like to invite Dr. Cindy Ives, Vice President Academic Interim, to the podium to read the list of greetings received from other post-secondary institutions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The following post-secondary institutions send their sincere greetings and best wishes. on the occasion of the installation of Dr. Neil Fassina as President of Athabasca University. The University of Manitoba, the University of Northern British Columbia, Simon Fraser University, Thompson Rivers University, the University of Ontario Institute of Technology, Vancouver Island University, Bow Valley College, St. Thomas More College, Mount Royal University, McMaster University, the University of the Fraser Valley, the University of Lethbridge, Kwantlen Polytechnic University, Carleton University, the University of Victoria, and Universities Canada. I have 2 sample other written greetings that we've received. Written greetings received from Robert Fulton, past board chair. I continue to follow the affairs of Athabasca University closely and am grateful that the university kept me in mind on the occasion. Unfortunately, Karen and I will be traveling on the day of Dr. Fassina's installation. Please convey my congratulations to Dr. Fassina, together with our best wishes for a very enjoyable and very successful ceremony. I look forward to the news of the continued success of the university under Dr. Fassina's leadership. Sincerely, Robert Fulton, past board chair. And another one from Susan Fitzsimmons at NATE. Many thanks for the invitation to Neil's installation ceremony. I've worked closely with Neil over a good number of years and was very happy when I learned he would be serving as Athabasca University's next president. I'm sorry I will not be able to attend the ceremony. Please extend my heartfelt congratulations to Neil, as well as my sincere regrets for not being able to attend. Sincerely, Susan Fitzsimmons. Lots of good news.
Thank you, Cindy. I'd like to thank everyone for attending the installation ceremony, both in person here in Athabasca and via live stream. On behalf of the Board of Governors, a sincere appreciation and a heartfelt thank you goes out to the members of the Planning Committee for this event. I think they did just a wonderful job getting the facility ready and for all the planning, and we thank you. I would now remind everyone that's in attendance here in Athabasca that you're invited to attend the lunch following the ceremony. I would now ask the members of the audience to rise and remain at their seats until the platform party and members of the faculty have completed their exit.